Hello, tonight we'll talk a little bit on chin-ups. So type 1, type 2 and type 3 chin-ups. Type 1 is the main message that I'd like to get across tonight, and that is to, if you can't do a chin-up, you can hop up or jump up and then lower yourself under control until your arms are fully extended. That's the negative chin-up, and that's for anybody that's not able to do a full and complete chin-up, and anyone that thinks that they can't or never will. So you can build that up with a lat pull down, but you can also go and do that in a negative form, and you get a lot of benefit, because most of the benefit in weight training is in the negative phase of the exercise. The second type is, of course, the positive chin-up, and the third is just for a little bit of a challenge for some people, is to perhaps move sideways, and that recruits a lot more muscle fiber. So I'll give you a demonstration on these, and I'll come back and we'll have a little chat. Okay, so 3 types of chin-ups. Remember that the basic and best is the negative first type. Jump up, lower yourself, and improve as you go. After a little while, you'll be able to get a positive. Now, having said that, we can use the chin-up as a bit of a window as well. So a chin-up, we can say, is a window to a man or a woman's health. Keep in mind also that the man, a male, has twice as much upper body strength than a female. So the chin-up is a measure, particularly in men, strength and health. Another window is the midsection, the abdominals, and if that's bulging, well, of course, that indicates ill health. So get along to the gym if you can. Another window, the hands, window to a person's occupation or work. Another one is the shoes. My shoes have got a couple of holes in there. That's an indication to a person's wealth. The car is a bit of a mixture of all of those kind of put together, and so we have a number of windows. But just like with any window, any indicator, don't be in a hurry to judge any book by its cover. Remember that rules are made as guidelines for the wise, and rules are also, or can be, as a rod to the back of fools. So we should be discerning in the things that we observe, but also don't miss things. Have a look. Be observant with the things that you see, particularly in your health and other people's health. Look into the mirror and be honest with what you're seeing and what you need to do in your health and fitness. The second topic of today was going to be just a little bit on food again and nutrition. Currently, I'm noticing that the trend is toward vegan or vegetarian. So a few months back, we had a trend, a Western world trend of the ketogenic diet, which was fat and protein, not much carbohydrate, and some fiber from vegetables and so on. That wasn't all that bad. Would give you some good results, but it would also put the body into a acidic state, which is not a really good idea long term for health. Now, we've swung completely the other way and we've gone vegetarian and vegan. So all I'd like to say about that is be careful, because once upon a time vegetarian and vegan was a good idea, great idea. Colourful food, lots of vitamins, lots of minerals, lots of fibre, much variety, wonderful, and not so acidic in the body, so it's more of an alkali diet. Wonderful thing. Today things are different. Not many people are talking about GMO in the food or organic food. We should be pursuing organic food in everything that we eat, because GMO food means that the food and the plants, the fruits, and even the animals are resistant to glyphosate poisoning. Glyphosate is Roundup poison that you would use in a garden to kill weeds, or Agent Orange that was a defoliant in the Vietnam War, and everybody, all the veterans that came home gradually died off and got sick and were not acknowledged until very late, and perhaps many of them after their death. So glyphosate is the problem with genetically modified foods, or genetically modified organisms, including animals. The animal will store that in the fat. So if you go directly to a vegetable source, you're going to get a direct fleshy fruit or vegetable that's full of glyphosate. It will bloat you, you will feel sick, and eventually leads to cancers and various other illnesses. Cutting that long story short, the simple solution is seek organic everywhere you can, get the word out to everyone, and eventually the companies will start to give people what they demand. At the moment, organic is far more expensive, but that's a lot better than going lining up at the hospital or the doctor's surgery. Also, I'd like to point out that over the recent years, we've had things like ketogenic paleo diet, the Mediterranean, which is one of the better ones. We've had the Tony Sugarson diet, which is high sugar, about half the sachet was sugar. We've had the Pritikin diet in years gone by. We've had the blood type diet. And so fads come and fads go. Don't be swept along by the current fad or the current trend that's happening at the moment. Think about it, do some research on it, and be moderate in your food. Select, bodybuilders are the very best athletes cosmetically that we have. Perhaps gymnasts are very close, but not exactly the same. Have a look at their diets. Their diets contain some carbohydrate, high protein, clean eating, clean food, nothing packaged, and everything in its right measure and on time. That's the nutshell of diets for you. We've also had things like the 5-2 diet in recent times, the 10-3 diet, and the high-5 diet. So these are fads. Don't follow the fads, folks. What else I can say about your food is very simply combine it with some exercise. 2 times a week will maintain you, 3 times a week will get you ahead. So I hope that helps. I'll see you next time with a little bit more advice and perhaps some other demonstration for you. Cheers.